Hello and welcome back to Pride of All Europe TV. I thought I'd leave it a few days before reviewing the Cambridge fixture from Friday night. I wanted to let the dust settle. I wanted to give people a chance to calm down because there was a lot of overreaction on Friday. And I also wanted to have the opportunity to review the other FA Cup ties as well, the other fixtures from the weekend. And I'm glad I did because on Friday night when I took to Twitter after the game, I tweeted from the official Pride of All Europe account and just basically said, we're still in the cup. Now the first person to reply to me was the editor of the site, and he quickly pulled me up and said, is this a joke? Now it was a bit tongue-in-cheek because we was all disappointed to draw 0-0 with a side, 70 odd places below us, in the football leagues. But away from that, it was quite true. It's how I felt. We are still in the cup. We didn't lose. At no point during the game did we look like losing. We just failed to take our chances. We failed to create too much and we failed to take our chances. So as I politely explained back to my editor, I said it's the only positive I can take from the night. And it really was the only positive. We didn't go out the cup and that was the main thing. Now obviously he left me alone after that, but I had plenty of you coming back to me saying this was wrong, that was wrong, we're doing it, the manager should have done this, the players should be doing that. I want to point out that every week everybody moans we shouldn't be playing three at the back, and on Friday night we went to a back four with a midfield diamond. Did we look much better? I don't think so. I think going forward we were still lacking creativity, so I was trying to find what excuses people would use this time, and apparently it's that we're playing players out of position. Now I know you can't please everyone, but in a midfield diamond, Angel Di Maria is either going to be playing on the left side of the diamond or at the top of the diamond. He's not going to play the defensive midfield or the right side. So what exactly do you want from the manager? That's the formation he chose, and he's put Di Maria in the perfect position for that formation. Now there was no Wayne Rooney in midfield, so we lacked a bit of grit, if you like, and leadership. But the fundamental is he's gone to a back four, and he had Wilson, Januzaj and Di Maria all in the side. That's a lot of pace. So as people have been asking, a back four, more pace, and Falcao and Wilson obviously up front together, and we still didn't score. So I can't really see how that's the manager's fault. Like I say, when it's a cup game, I don't like using the phrase the magic of the cup, but again, it's something that gets thrown around a lot, and we saw quite a lot of it this weekend. But for a team like Cambridge playing against United, not only is it an opportunity to put the club on the map, to make history, but it's a lot of these players, it's a chance to win a bigger contract at a club higher up in football status, if you like. These players are playing for themselves as well as the team. If one of them puts in a good performance, they could go and get signed by a Premier League club, So where United probably found it hard to raise their game for a lower league side, this was a once in a lifetime cup final for Cambridge. This game would probably be bigger than if they actually made it to the cup final, and that's where they got the result. They all worked harder than us. They all went into tackles harder than us. Their commitment was far higher and stronger than ours. But like I say, I'm going to go back to the point. We're still in the cup. We're going to take them back to Old Trafford, and you've got to be confident we're going to get a result at our own place. We'll just have too much for them. It'll be a bigger pitch. We've got our own supporters behind us, and I just think the class will shine through. Quality will prevail. As I say, anything can happen in the cup, and the people that don't get that yet need to just look back over the years at FA Cup fixtures, from the Wimbledon side beating Liverpool in '88, I think it was, to all of the shocks over the years. We've been involved in some cup shocks ourselves. Exeter held us to a 0-0. We've been turned over at Old Trafford in recent years by Leeds. Now, I know Leeds aren't exactly a small club, but we're not a Premiership club at the time, Premier League club at the time. And obviously, we lost to Southend in the Capital One Cup in recent years. All shocks. So, I mean, there's tons that have happened. And would you rather draw away at Cambridge and still be in, or would you rather have lost at home to Bradford, or at home to Middlesbrough, or at home to Leicester? Because I tell you what, looking at it today, I would rather be in our position than that of Chelsea, City, Spurs and Southampton, who all went out. I know it was shocks, but again, you can't be too hard on our team because it is what happens in the FA Cup. We should have beat Cambridge 5 or 6-0 on paper. We've got these World Cup stars, these £1 million stars, and who have Cambridge got? They've hardly got anybody. And on paper, we should be winning 5-0, but it doesn't work like that in a cup. And the sooner people realise that, the better. Upsets happen all the time, and we've seen 4 or 5 of them happen over the weekend. And I'm glad it's happened, because it's mean people are going to go easier on our team and our manager now. So looking at the game itself, like I say, we didn't create too much. Januzaj came in for a lot of stick after the game, but I thought he played well. It was his first start in a long time. He hasn't played many minutes under Van Gaal, and I thought the longer the game was going on, the more influential he was from that left-hand side. He was beating his defender, he was putting in good balls, but our strikers weren't getting on the end of them. Testament to Cambridge that Van Gaal had to put on Van Persie and Herrera with 20 minutes to go. He threw on the big guns. We still couldn't come out with a victory, but we never looked like losing. Their goalie made a couple of good saves, and I do think that when we get back to Old Trafford, it'll be quite a simple 2-3-4-0 victory. No disrespect to Cambridge, but we will have too much from at Old Trafford. Looking at defence, Rojo, he loves a tackle, doesn't he? He really goes in tough, up for a fight, slowly but surely becoming our most important centre-half. Phil Jones, he didn't do badly, but his distribution is awful. Every time he got the ball, he was playing it long, he was playing it to nobody. There's a game plan there that teams know that when Jones gets the ball, he's going to give it away. Blind and Valencia looked fine in the fullback positions. I think they're definitely going to give Raphael and Shaw a run for their money in the long run. Di Maria didn't have much influence. Falcao, he was limited to a couple of half chances, if you like, one where their keeper made a good save. But for me, again, people are complaining that we've drawn with a team from the lower leagues, but like I say, I'm going to reiterate again, we're still in the cup, we are in the next round. It's gone from being an absolute tragic result to a promising opportunity for Van Gaal to win his first silverware, because with Chelsea, City, Spurs and Southampton all out, I mean, you can't be counting your chickens, but we have been made favourites with the bookies, but you've got to look at us and think we can beat Liverpool because we have this season, we can beat Arsenal because we have this season, we can beat anybody that's left in a cup. So I really hope he takes it seriously. If you want to have a go at me for putting my thoughts on the line, please do. I'm on Twitter, it's at NathonW, that's NathonW. You can reach me through the official Pride of All Europe Twitter account, which is at MUFC_POAE. Myself and the two editors run that as well. So get in touch with us, keep in touch, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll speak to you soon. Lovely, ta.